Welcome to Crypto Daily. My name is Dustin Knaus, and be sure to follow our show wherever you listen to podcasts. And please leave a review on Apple Podcasts. It's been a few weeks since I've done an episode, and honestly, I am so glad to be back. The crypto markets have really shown their volatility over the last month with wild swings in prices. As usual, this leaves people wondering where Bitcoin is going. The number of whales with wallets on the network holding more than 10,000 Bitcoin has dropped by 4.6% over the past 4 days. Some analysts say that markets could fall even further if this trend continues. On the other hand, analysts like the CEO of crypto lending firm Nexo still believe that Bitcoin will reach the 100,000 mark in the next year. Now, he does, however, believe that there will be a fall in the short term that will follow traditional markets as the Federal Reserve starts to undo its massive stimulus program in an effort to curb inflation. Now, although it seems a little far-fetched, in January of 2021, he predicted that Bitcoin would hit $50,000 in a year. People laughed at him because Bitcoin was only $7,000 at the time, but it did jump up to about $50,000 in a year. Well, now it's time to turn our focus over to the world of NFTs. You may remember when a so-called crypto entrepreneur paid $2.9 million for Dorsey's first ever tweet in the form of an NFT. The owner, Sina Stavi, decided now was the right time to cash out on his investment and put the NFT up for sale for $50 million. Well, the offers started coming in, but not nearly close to what he was asking for. The first highest offer was for $277. Then the next was for $3,600. As the deadline came up, Estavi decided not to sell. Probably a good choice. Now, this has all happened as OpenSea's market has seen a 50% drop in transactions from $5 billion in January to $2.5 billion in March. In other news, Mastercard seems to be getting ready to dive into the metaverse. Recently, they have filed 15 metaverse and crypto trademarks. These trademarks were for things like NFT-backed multimedia, marketplaces for digital goods, and payment transaction processing and e-commerce software business transactions in the metaverse. Of course, earlier this year, Mastercard signed a deal with Coinbase to support its NFT marketplace. This is a growing trend from payment processing companies, as we've seen Visa and American Express entering the space over the last few months, which seems to imply that banking institutions will be investing heavily into the metaverse soon. Well, be sure to follow our show wherever you get your podcasts, and please leave a review on Apple Podcasts or a comment on YouTube. It really does help the show. I'm Dustin Knaus, and thank you for joining me today.